had my fair share of dark thoughts the last 2 weeks. Yes, I overcame them, but I know that they're just around the corner and they will come back to say hello again. Maybe stick around for dinner as well, we'll see. It's all about getting better equipped for those
dinner parties with the demons.
And that's what we're doing here, unicorns. We're getting equipped for those dinner parties with the demons. Hello, unicorns. Sarah Victoria back on Unicorn Universe. How's everybody's holidays? My holidays were super wild. I got COVID. It kind of sucked because I just re-dyed my hair. And I guess like with COVID, me losing every inch of like my soul and the color in my veins, the contrast was very intense. I looked very gothly. It was a bit of a shocker. Every time I would go to the bathroom and see myself in the mirror,
I would almost kind of scare myself.
Okay, we're past that. I'm not here to fish for compliments.
Actually, it might be.
I'm coming out of the brutal holidays feeling super recharged and ready to kill it for 2022. Those of you just tuning in, seeing my first video, I don't want to label it specifically as a sales journey video. I just don't want to limit it to just that. I do want to talk about trying to make it in general, not just within the tech sales industry. Those of us in our 20s.
Life is super complex. Life is super spooky.
I think that we don't get prepped enough for this stage in our lives. It kind of just hits us and we're so unprepared.
It is a full-time job to not go insane.
I want this channel to be relatable to everyone trying to build their careers in tech or in sales or in any industry. I wake up every day thinking,
oh my God, how am I gonna tackle my anxiety today?
Okay, so while I had COVID, I obviously had a lot of empty real estate in my head. And so it had to get filled up with some thoughts.
Some good,
some bad.
I was able to reflect constantly on like how I'm doing with work, like reflecting back on where I started in my career and where I am now, and if I'm happy with how things are. I'm only gonna mention 3 things for today.
Learning number 1.
Practicing stoicism, disassociating myself from my emotions when it comes to my work. Starting off in sales hit me unexpectedly. I had no sales experience. I wasn't used to getting so much rejection or a fluctuation of so many highs and lows. Obviously, I would get so high on the highs and the wins that the lows would hit me so hard and I would have really terrible weeks where I would put myself down, I would criticize myself and condemn myself and
yada yada yada.
I had to constantly remind myself and practice maintaining this equilibrium of
not getting too high on the high.
And not getting too low on the lows.
I guess my New Year's resolution, or what I learned throughout my COVID self-reflection, is to practice stoicism a lot more. I do believe that practicing stoicism is the path to success, especially being in sales, experiencing those highs and those lows daily.
Okay, so learning number 2
was actually something that I came across today. Learning to make use of your time most effectively. I'm so used to hourly pay and getting rewarded for quantity over quality. But with sales, which is a highly commission-based industry, it's focused on quality over quantity. Today, for example, first day back at work after taking quite some time off, I wasn't feeling that level of confidence before dialing. Sometimes I'm so fired up, throw back that cup of coffee,
smile and dial,
and get those meetings booked
like it's nobody's business.
But, and those are great days for me, but they're not every day. But like today, for example, it's been a couple weeks where I haven't really been on the phone, and I wasn't really feeling that authenticity on the phone. Although it is part of our daily task, I almost felt like
A fraud.
didn't feel like it was a good use of my time. Being effective with my time now is something that I really want to be intentional about. So I was more focused on just sending quality content emails. And that's kind of where I put a lot of my time toward. Another thing that I did today
Because I wasn't willing to smile and dial.
was I spent a lot of time using my internal resources, booking back-to-back meetings with people within my organization, because of course, everyone is always looking to grow in their career. The last thing I want to discuss in relation to my COVID epiphanies, I don't know what it is, but like always on January 1st or the very beginning of the year, the first couple days, I always feel weird. Like, I don't know if it's because the whole city is shut down and it's like ghost town and you feel just like this sense of loneliness, feeling a heavy load of self-loathe.
Just not good. Like, not how I want to feel.
Changes and reflection.
And like this forced need to have resolutions, which I don't necessarily agree with, because I think you should always have resolutions and focus on how to better yourself. It shouldn't be exclusive to the new year. Not gonna hate on the new year, new me.
Chit chat, like, I'm here for it if it means self-improvement.
I think it was just important for me to identify that feeling and that problem within myself, and, you know, acknowledging it and accepting it. It's really hard to not put myself down whenever I feel like that.
This is not a boxing match with myself.
Truth is, nobody cares about you. They're living their own life with their own anxiety and their own struggles, and you are just
An ant to them. You're just a little cockroach.
okay. Like, we're all selfish. We're all the main characters in our own movies.
Oh, they're talking smack about me.
You're like, no, they aren't.
Anyways,
I know what crazy stuff you guys got up to for the holidays, what self-reflecting you guys did.
What lows you guys had.
what highs you guys had.
Comment, like, subscribe if you care. Also, comment, like, subscribe if you do not care. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned.